Hey everybody, this is Smashing Game Time. We are four brothers today going through gaming's back catalog from yesteryear. I am your host, Nick. Right below me, that is Mikey. Mikey, say hello.
How are you?
Dude, I'm good. Glad you asked. Caddy corner to the left, bottom, that is Matt. Matt, say hello.
Hey guys.
Hi, Matt. And then to my left, right next to me is Josh. Josh, how you doing today?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, he says. We are a Trident Network podcast. Check out our sibling podcast. Also, find us wherever you get your podcasts and rate and review us on Apple or Spotify. Please leave us stars. We are starving. We will take all the stars you are willing to give. Hop over to Apple and do that for us. Today we're doing 2014 Q3, and we've also got a quiz about the Xbox One for Mikey and Matt at the end of the show. But before we get into all of that, what is everybody playing this week? Is it all Call of Duty for everybody?
Yep. I mean, Call of Duty, Apex, and I actually picked up Subnautica.
I saw that. So, all right, here's your Call of Duty minute. Go crazy, boys.
Warzone. Yeah, Warzone. They've gotten better, the servers, but that's all I can say so far, in my opinion.
Dude, the maps, I'm telling you, the multiplayer is good. It's just the fact that they have really shitty maps. Like, this is supposed to remaster of Modern Warfare 2. Where are all the maps?
Where's the OG? Where's Rust at?
You can find it on fucking Warzone, but you can't find it in the multiplayer.
And even then, it's not the same.
You play the same like 3 maps in multiplayer. That's my only problem with the game right now. I don't mind the grind of camos and stuff like that. And
my other big pet peeve is the weapons, like how you unlock them. You have to do certain tasks. Like, that's so stupid. Like,
I would be okay if you unlocked certain items. Like, say there's a submachine gun attachment. You had to go unlock it through another submachine gun. I'm fine with that, but not that when I want a submachine gun attachment, I have to go use a fucking sniper rifle to get that attachment. That makes no sense.
Yeah, my whole thing is, why are we like? How hard is it just to? I mean, literally, that's the one thing they had going for them was the level progression. Like, get to level 50 to unlock the AK. Great, level 50 done. Like, wow, that's the easiest thing. Like, you had that going for you. Keep that. The levels were good. Keep those. Everything else that everybody bitched about, you basically kept the same, but you changed all the good shit. How hard is it to keep it?
Dude, they always find a way to fuck it up.
Can we talk about CS:GO real quick?
Yeah. I think they took the full minute. You can.
Let's go.
CS:GO do that. Yeah.
Heroic just beat FaZe earlier today. It went to map 3 in overtime, and they choked it.
That was the final, right?
Yeah, that was the finals.
That's
so keep it Larrigan. Not Kerrigan, it's Larrigan.
That's not a surprise.
That was my 2 cents.
I heard there's some Apex being played as well.
Nothing's changed there. You can just go ahead and do the next thing.
Almost out of gold.
Same.
Almost.
Last time I played Apex, I bought the season pass and then didn't touch it again. And that was probably 2 years ago when I was deep into Fortnite. So I am still playing Fortnite. Season ends this time. I think by the time this episode goes up, it's ending that Thursday. Oh, Matt's pulling out his trash can. So the events this season have been okay. I think the Dragon Ball Z event last season was way better. The one they've got going on right now is Rocket League. So they basically have a Rocket League car in the game, and it pretty much controls just like a Rocket League car. There are a few little hiccups, like I tried doing a race course, and it's just tough. Other than that, played like 30 minutes of Evil West, the game I'm reviewing for Game Chronicle. It feels like a game that someone started developing for the PS2, and then like they put it down and they're like, okay, now let's develop it for the Xbox 360, and then they put it down, and then like 10, 15 years pass, and they're like, oh shit, this game's still sitting here. Let's finish this and put it out. And that's like, it feels, the little bit that I played before the show, it feels like Gears of War, like with more of a melee focus. And it's like the third game this year that I'm playing that has like a weird West vibe, where we're in the Wild West, but there's vampires and werewolves. Like, I don't know what's going on to where we've got 3 or 4 games. So let me see. There's Hard West 2. There was Weird West, the isometric one, and now Evil West. So like, I'm waiting to see what other West we get before the end of the year here.
I think there's actually one more coming out too.
You shut your fucking mouth.
I'm pretty sure because I've seen Evil West, and there's a second one I saw that I'd never heard of, and I'm like, What's up with the West? Apparently, the West is like the thing now.
Is it the
Cowboys are back.
top-down one that kind of looks like a CRPG? Because that's Weird West, and I think that just
No,
came
I don't think
out.
it's. I don't think it's Weird
for
West. I think
something
there's
else.
another one similar, like a third person, like Evil West.
Oh man, there's too many. It's kind of like when trying to. It's like in movies when like Armageddon and Deep Impact came out. Like there's that like we have two Meteor movies. It's very very weird. So Jake's not here today, but I'd be willing to bet Jake's played some more Marvel Snap, played some more same old. Speaking of Marvel Snap, I have hit class 3 of the cards or whatever it's called. And the game just doesn't feel as fun as it used to. It feels like everyone up towards that level is just playing the meta, and it's kind of annoying.
I have not touched it in like 2 weeks.
I haven't touched it since the new season started. It just feels like I'm playing the same game every single time.
So
I think it was fun.
So I've been using a zoo deck, which is using like your 1 power level people and then boosting them up in the end. And Killmonger, if you guys are aware, Killmonger is a card that destroys all power 1 cards on the field on both sides. And it feels like every deck now has Killmonger in it. So I completely had to change the deck that I used. I'm doing better now, but man, there's some bullshit out there. I hate Killmonger.
It's one of those games I feel like I'm going to have to wait a little bit because they probably haven't ironed out the BS types gameplay. It's one of those games right now that if you don't play meta, you might as well not play it at all.
Well, in the progression, so I do have some issues with it now that I'm much further into it. I think I'm at collection level 512. The bullshit is that everyone gets, so on the collection level, everyone's getting different cards at those different levels.
Yep.
Like some people got Hobgoblin like hundreds of levels before me. The other thing is it's hard to play like a theme deck if you want. So like you can play a deck where, this card moves this and this card gets boosted when it moves and this other card when it moves does this other thing. You can do that fine. But if you want to, I was wanting to make a deck with all of like the Spider-Man villains, and it felt near impossible because the cards had no synergy. Like it didn't feel like there was a workable strategy to make that work.
Like T-Rex would be such a good character you could use, but you're maxed out how many cards you can have in your hand.
Yeah,
I forget,
it's
Moon Girl. Moon Girl
7?
duplicates your deck, like hands it, or the cards you have in your hand. And I have her, and I'm gonna just use her a couple times on a certain space, and dude, I'll fuck somebody up with T-Rex. I didn't realize you were capped out on your hand. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I don't want to play this game as much anymore.
I didn't realize. So for a little bit now, I think the new thing is people who play, Red Rex or whatever he's called, King Rex.
Are you talking about the dinosaur?
Yeah, King Dinosaur.
T-Rex.
But people who play him will go like 2 or 3 turns without playing anything to like build up their hand, and I've started to realize that.
But the problem is you can't have unlimited amount of cards in your hand. You're capped at a certain amount. I forget what it is.
Yeah,
I used Moon Girl multiple times.
It's 7. It's 7 or 8 because it sucks because like I've had cards. There's a space that gives you like draw 4 random cards right now,
and you don't even get them.
And so that does it, and then the next turn you don't get to draw one of your cards because your hand is full. So it kind of screws you.
T-Rex is definitely not as good as it could be.
So I do feel like I'm hitting a wall with it. I'm gonna keep playing. It's like I'll play like maybe 1 game a day now or 2, like if I'm feeling really good. But I got up to 40 and then I went on a losing streak and dropped all the way back down to 33 because I just kept fucking snapping because I can't learn from my mistakes. I'm like,
it's good to know that I was not stuck in the 30s to 40s. I've been stuck in it forever.
Nick, there's hope. It's 1-800 bets off.
I just snap it. Like, especially if the motherfucker snaps before me, I'm like, oh no, fuck you. Snap right back. I ain't scared.
Nick's definitely one of those guys when he's playing blackjack and he hears 21, he goes, hit me.
Hit me. Come on.
Hit me.
Come on. I want you to hit me. Hit me. Hit me.
Hit me.
They snap and I say, I ain't fucking scared. I'm from North St. Louis, 314, motherfucker. Never scared. Anyone else playing anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right. We are going to get into the games. You guys ready to get into the games?
Let's do it.
Q3. All right, 2014 Q3. First game up, Five Nights at Freddy's. Came out August 8th. Let me get this video up. Guys, I don't have much experience playing Five Nights at Freddy's. I am aware that I hate the animatronics. On the movie side, it feels like there's like 30 movies that play on this animatronic thing right now. There was Willy's Wonderland. They're now doing a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. There are like 2 or 3 more that I can't think of the names off the top of my head, but there have been a lot of Five Nights and Freddy-esque movies lately.
No, well, it's more than just that. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's all of a sudden just blew up, and they have their own book series. I think they have a comic series. Like you said, they have movies coming out. I mean, they just had the latest game come out, Security Breach.
I've never seen the.
I mean, hell, I mean, literally, have you guys ever seen any of Game Theory on YouTube?
A little bit. Real quick aside, for those who don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's survival horror, you're not really doing anything. You're just sitting in the security room. You're a security guard in charge of watching this like Chuck E. Cheese type place, and the animatronics are being scary. You're really just checking your cameras and making sure you're like keeping yourself safe in your security room.
Also, they attack you.
That too. But Game Theory, no, I haven't seen any.
Okay, so literally, he has. His name's Matt Pat. He has literally I think 30. I think it's 30. I could be wrong. I'm probably over exaggerating, but I've seen a lot of it. So many videos and theories about every single thing about FNAF. I mean, there's not just him. There's actually a huge cult following for all the theories within the FNAF universes, because it's apparently not one universe. It's a multiverse almost to an extent. From my understanding, it's a lot. There's a lot there. All I can say is, gameplay wise, like Nick said, you were literally in a security room. You're watching cameras, making sure the animatronics don't attack you, basically, ideally. But your whole job is you're the security guard, making sure nothing happens to them. But you find out that they go on the fritz and they kill people.
And this is a very small developing team, right?
At this point, yeah. When it first came out, it was a very small team. I think since then, it's grown significantly. I think that I think it was 1 or 2 people originally, and then it turned into, I want to say 100 people.
Well, it feels like you couldn't get on YouTube or Twitch without this was a big Twitch game, right?
Yes, this was really big. Actually, just about all of them were really big.
Not even just the original game. I remember watching Vanoss back in the day. There was mods on Gmod for this, and they would just do different things with that. I never watched the original gameplay. I've never really cared for Five Nights at Freddy's.
I mean, so there's been several mods. There's been several rip-offs. Other people have basically ripped off the concept of it. I mean, there's just what's the other one that's really big right now? Matt, you probably know better. It's the one where you're the kid in the playhouse, basically, and you have the glove hands that do stuff. Oh, fuck, what is the name of it? It's going to bother me now.
Josh, you're going down a deep Steam hole that we're not aware of.
There is a lot this game series is given to the gaming community. And as far as story community goes, people lose their minds over it because there's just so much. But gameplay is very simple, and it worked. It revolutionized the horror franchise because it's so basic. Literally, if you look at it, there's nothing unique about this game.
He's pressing 4 different buttons.
Literally.
I had to look ahead. I had to skip ahead in the video because he was just sitting there looking at the fan, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, because I think the first 2 nights, it's really slow, and then it picks up towards the end of the week. And I think at some point there's actually a hardcore mode where it's the highest it can be. There's extra bots that come in basically, and just it's super hard where you constantly have to pay attention to the doors and shut them quickly, because you'll have Fozzie Bear attack you, or I think Chica. I don't think Chica's on here yet. There's a lot of characters. Anyway,
Foxy was the one that you see running on the camera, right?
I think so. You see a lot of them run through. Honestly, there's so much going on in this series. It's hard to keep track of it all. Just know this is where it all started.
The animatronic, but a lot of jump scares. For those who are I still can't picture it. This is the one where the animatronic will chomp at you, when they catch you. You've probably seen a bunch of those videos.
Yeah.
I will probably go see the movie. I will not play any Five Nights at Freddy's.
I tried playing it one time. I just couldn't find the appeal. But actually,
watching this looks boring.
What's the
I
age?
get the appeal, but
what, Mikey?
What's the age? It's rated.
It's got to be M, right?
it's rated B for boring.
That's not a rating.
I
Because
actually don't know.
parents say that they should at least be 12 years old, and the kids are saying that they should only be 10.
I guess
I don't know
how
what
you,
the rating is.
I guess it depends. Well, it's the same thing. I guess with like Minecraft. Minecraft technically has violence and stuff, and I think it's rated.
Hold on, let me put you
E
guys.
for everyone?
I
Five
think it
Nights
is
at
because
Freddy's.
there's no blood.
I don't think there's ever any blood. I think it's just terror. Like I think the rating
horror.
system accounts for terror. I think terror.
Probably-
It is.
There's got to be T for teen.
You know, you really don't see the ESRB anymore now that everything's really digital.
T
T for teen for violent, frightening images, strong thematic material, threat, and horror. Yeah.
I guess no language.
Well, there's nothing. I mean, there's no language. I mean, there's no like you have like the recordings from the guy who talks through you in the morning or when their shift starts. Other than that, there's no talking except for you screaming.
Ah. All right, moving on to a game that never got a rating from the ESRB. August 12th. Technically, this is a demo that came out. Silent Hill PT. RIP Silent Hill PT. This was the first person Silent Hill game that Hideo Kojima was going to do with Konami. I think Guillermo del Toro was attached. Mr. Walking Dead, Norman Reedus himself was also attached. Matt, you said you had some stuff on this one.
Yeah, I looked it up because I mean I played it because Josh had it downloaded and it was really hyped back then and it was really good. The demo was, but journalists hyped this game up so much that it got Game of the Month in August and it won multiple Game of the Years for future horror games. And it never was fully released. Yeah, it was never released. But that tells you how good and promising it looked on the demo.
Well, I mean, so Matt, as someone who has also played the demo, I actually enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Like it's not your typical demo.
How long did it take to beat?
It's not very long. I mean, so if you like run through it, I think it's only like 10.
If you know what you're doing, but
if you don't, it's an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
and even then, like this game is still to this day, so it's not even released. People are still finding new things about the
demo.
The demo itself, like the one we brought up when we did the episode about like the top horror moments, in our opinion. You find out like it took them like a few years, but you find out that is it Lisa? I think is her name on here.
Yeah, Lisa.
Lisa. She doesn't actually disappear. She's always behind you.
And she doesn't appear in the mirror though when you look in the mirror, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, she doesn't appear in the mirror at all. Like, so like in that moment where you see her, she's there, but then like when you don't see her on screen, she's always behind you.
And
we got to see the bat sing.
I saw the bat. Like, if you saw my face, yeah, you saw me react to that face earlier. And people like to say like, oh, you know, Capcom saw this and they were like, oh, Resident Evil 7, we're gonna go first person. I think Resident Evil 7 was already being made at this time. I think this and PT saw like things like Outlast coming out and like, okay, first person seems to be where the scares are at right now, seems to be where people want to play.
Not only that, but they really made them realize like, okay, our action horror games aren't really working. Maybe we should, you know, mix it up a little bit. And they brought in the psychological horror and it worked.
Well, and Silent Hill they haven't had a hit since
3.
You know, I like 4.
Well, I mean, 4 was okay, but I'm saying like as far as like people wouldn't shut up for the longest time. I feel like 4 died down pretty quick. Where 3, everybody talked about it for a few years.
I do like how like this is a game from 2014, and I know you're only at a 40-foot hallway, but like for being a game from 2014, it's really good looking.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it still looks awesome to this day.
So Kojima's whole thing about it was he was like, okay, for this game, he wanted it to take a long time. Like he wanted it to be so intricate and difficult with puzzle mechanics and the horror aspect that he wanted it to take players he didn't want it to be like play it in 24 hours and beat it. He wanted it to take almost like a week or 2 to beat it.
I don't know, man. Like I see the direction he took with what was the game he just did? Death Stranding. And I look at this and I'm kind of like, was he gonna get a little too weird with it?
I don't think so. I think Death Stranding was more like it was his like he was just pissed and wanted to do something.
And they wrote him a check, and they're there it is. Ew.
The baby, yeah.
That thing, disgusting. That's a Silent Hill baby right there.
But I don't think it would have gotten weird. So I think when it came to Kojima, Konami was like what tethered him to the ground. Like, hey, that's a little too weird, too obscure. Maybe we should bring it back down a little bit, make it a little a little more, you know.
Hey, you like Solid Snake? Come back over here and play with Solid Snake, won't you?
Well, then you see what happened with Konami basically doing Metal Gear Survive or Survival,
Ugh.
whatever it was.
Don't even remind me.
Exactly, but but do you see what I mean? They were both there to tether each other, and once they broke the chains, they both went in their own directions, and they both did not do very well.
I still can't get over that Metal Gear Solid 5 came out and they took Kojima's name off of it within it was right around the release and they took his name off of it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that basically dismissed, and then, this eventually got canceled because of that. And then
we got Death Stranding and Metal Gear Survive.
Well, now I would hope that with Konami having other developers do their Silent Hill games that were announced like a month ago, I would hope that someone would eventually be like, hey, we know you guys don't want to just do pachinko machines. Let's do PT. And like somebody come, like, I don't think it'll be Kojima. It'll have to be somebody else who they respect.
I wonder if maybe they get Capcom involved, to be honest.
You
with
know what?
With Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village and the remakes coming out and being good, I almost wonder like if they would like consider it.
We live in a world where Microsoft is on the verge of acquiring Activision. So
yeah,
anything is possible. RIP PT. You will be missed. This button is not working.
Maybe one day it'll come out.
It's crazy you can't even get the demo anymore, and that PS4s with it on there are like worth more money.
Yeah, I'm still upset that I got rid of the demo, thinking like, oh, I'll be able to download it later again if I want to. Nope, I should have kept it. I could be a little richer.
There's a good way to pirate that, right?
Oh yeah, there's someone's art. Well,
someone remade it, but then they shut that down as well.
I think somebody redid it in Forge too, if I remember reading that correctly. The new Forge. Yeah. We'll have to take a look at that. August 20. Speaking of remakes, my segues are awesome today, by the way. Metro Redux came out August 26th. This is Josh's jam right here. This is the Redux, the first one, right?
First and second.
Okay. So this is we've talked about Metro before. This is the Russian like survival horror, like they're living underground after nuclear war. There's monsters above air. Did I mention it's a first person shooter? Your ammo is also your currency. Cool stuff like that. Josh, take it away.
Okay, so I bet you're wondering, Josh, why is this on here? It's basically the same games we've talked about before. Well, they did a couple cool things with these like remasters of these games. So the first thing that's very noticeable is obviously the graphics. They changed the HUD up. They introduced Ranger mode, which originally was only a part of Last Light's DLC if you pre-ordered the game, which I did, and I absolutely loved. Okay, so Ranger mode basically is hardcore. There's no HUD. Ammo is more scarce. Money is more scarce. So that's an actual mode in here. That's a standard mode. One cool thing I still think to this day is one of the best things you could do for a remaster is they added scenes to certain levels and they merged certain levels. So for example, on this level here that you're seeing on screen, if you're watching the video, so in this one, when it ends, you're supposed to be going back underground, and what happens is you actually get to play going into the underground. Usually it starts like you go down the escalator and then you're done, where you actually go in, you actually have to crawl in through like a crawl space and shit.
So they expanded this level. This is the first game, right? This is the level where the thing in the air is like swooping you, and you're basically trying to. Okay.
Yes, this is you just left one of the shelters because your partner basically owed money to people, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, we can get the fuck out of here, so we're gonna go." And that's what happens. You basically just run out the door as fast as you can.
I think it's badass when you take damage, your gas mask cracks, and as you're playing, your guy wipes his gas mask when it starts fogging up. It's such a cool feature.
Yeah, so they basically what they did is they just pulled a lot of mechanics from Last Light and put it into the first one. They introduced the new sections into each game. So both games, it's not just the first one. They did the first one and second one. They added a few more weapons, and they added like a creature or two more. I can't remember which two off the top of my head, but all in all, if you're gonna play them, I highly recommend Redux because it's just overall like people never really like, in my opinion, when I first saw 2033, I never heard of it. I saw the cover. I saw it was $5 on the Xbox 360. I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. And I fell in love with it. Once I bought Redux, I never went back though.
This is based on a book series, right?
Yes, there's currently, I think there's 4 books now.
And what's their relationship with like what's their relationship with the author like? Because I think when I think of like games that are like popular games that are based on books, I think of The Witcher, and I think of how that guy was pissed that he didn't ask for more money up front.
From my understanding, I believe they're on good terms. I'm actually going to pull it now because I've never looked at that, to be honest with you.
I didn't know there were
I'm
books. And I
very
haven't read a
curious.
book in a long time, and now I really want to.
Yeah,
read
well,
some books.
they're actually all Russian. It's a Russian writer, and they actually translated it
to English.
to English.
Oh, I may find.
No, I think they're all they're not called Metro. They have a different name, don't they?
No, they're. I think it is called Metro.
Is it the same? Is
Yeah,
does the game
it's
kind of
RTM.
follow the book?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
You know, and I think I don't remember. I don't remember if I saw this on a print or if I had like a copy of one of the books. They have like kind of the map that he follows right in this game, like the map of the subways.
Yeah, but it shows you where he's going and on the map and everything.
In the book, it does that.
Yeah, it's kind of like how how if you get like a Lord of the Rings book or you get a Game of
Yeah, it
Thrones,
has,
like a
like,
fantasy book
yeah.
will have like a map of the world,
Dude, dude,
something like.
awesome.
I've always thought that was cool. I think sci-fi should do that more, especially when they're dealing with just like a path that they're following.
Have you watched Lord of the Rings?
The new one?
Rings of Power. Yeah.
I hear it's okay. I hear it's just
They
boring.
spent a lot. It's the first season. They're building characters, but regardless, they spent a lot of money and time on those transitions, showing you where you were.
Do any? I'm a bigger fan of House of Dragon. Do any cousins kiss in Lord of the Rings?
No.
Never mind.
So as far as the writing goes, he's a key writer in the series.
Okay, so they're working together.
Yeah, they worked together with him, and it's Deep Silver
That's
who
good.
produced it.
It's what, I'm sorry I got on House of Dragons, but the fandom around House of Dragons is way too horny about all the cousin stuff and the uncle stuff.
3 books, 3 games. So each game follows each book basically.
Well, that should tell you that, especially with the author being part of the development, that it should be pretty close to authentic.
I've not heard anybody complain as far as the writing goes for the game and for the book. So I would say all in all, it has to be a pretty good experience.
I feel
The
like I've
Russians are
seen
pretty
some
big
Exodus.
trolls.
I feel like I've seen some Exodus fans complain about some stuff though.
Well, I mean, it's so okay. So these games don't typically like these situations here where he's outside. These only rarely happen in the first 2 games. Exodus almost exclusively takes place outside.
And are
I
they
don't
like
wanna-
are they like Subway apologists where they're like it needs to be underground more?
I mean, probably to an extent. So to those, spoiler alert ahead right now, Exodus, you find out that the whole situation is they live underground in the metro system because they believe the world is gone because of nuclear war. You find out in Exodus that it was the Russian government who decided to put up this camouflage system around, basically blocking all communication to make it seem like Russia was dead. And you find out that the world is actually still around and living. So the whole idea is in Exodus, you're basically exploring. You're going out and finding
I
shelter
should've
for
read-
yourself.
I
But
should have. I'm still playing the games.
So
I'm
Ru-
not
so,
playing much more after that. But
so what you're saying is Russia is fucked, but like on the outside, like everyone else in the world is fine for the most part.
I don't know per se because I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. But in the sense of that they made themselves seem like they were gone because they had all their own problems and they weren't able. They don't know how the rest of the world is doing. So like, you know what? This is our defense mechanism. We're going to block all communications to make it seem like Russia is basically dead, and we're going to live life and figure things out and try to regroup. And the whole struggle is all the stations throughout Russia are basically like either the Nazis, the Russians, or they're people who are just trying to survive.
We're gonna have to mark that Metro. We're actually gonna mark a spoiler for once, just in case.
Hey.
Just in case.
I mean, it's been a couple years, but still.
Up next, a game you can't spoil at all because there's no story to it. It's all lore. Another great segue. September
Well,
9th.
there's some story.
September 9th, Destiny came out from, you know them. You might love them. The guys who did Halo. It's Bungie.
No, they sold Halo. I don't love them anymore.
All those, a lot of, well, not a lot of, but
They let
some,
343 take hold of that, and they fucking ruined Halo.
343 has some Halo people on it still.
They don't have Halo 2 or Halo 3 type games.
You're not wrong, but this is about Destiny, Matt. So Destiny is, I guess would you call Destiny a looter shooter?
It's a looter shooter.
Yeah, it is.
So there are raids. People, like, basically you team up with two friends. You got different classes. They all seem the same to me. And basically you go on raids with your friends. You go to the House of Glass on Venus, and you get your weapons and stuff. And there's like a war between the worlds. It's all very vague because it's very vague in the game, and I hate it for that.
Very short. And here's where I tried to defend Bungie, at least in my opinion. So Destiny 1, when it came out, it was an Activision Bungie game. And everybody knew, Activision was known that they wanted fucking money. And it was rumored that Bungie came around saying, hey, we need some more time. This is not a finished game. And Activision was like, fuck you. Putting this game out now. And we got this hot garbage.
My favorite thing is that they had Peter Dinklage as the robot, who was a very bored robot, which I liked. And then they changed it to, was it Nolan North? Did they change it to Nolan North or I forget who?
I'm forgetting off the top of my head now. I actually have to look.
But they changed the robot, and it's just like, why? Leave
Yeah,
Peter
originally
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage and replaced by Nolan North.
It's a first-person shooter. I think if you're looking for a game like this, if you're looking for a better version of this, you can just play Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 1.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you there.
No.
Destiny 2 apparently has... Okay, so hardcore Destiny fans say Destiny 2 is better. And
Yeah.
I think the community has gotten a lot better over the past couple of years. I think they're starting to find their pace. I'm not saying forgive them for what they did to Destiny 1, because Destiny 1, I remember hearing about it. Nick, tell me if I'm wrong. We saw the E3 trailer. Everybody lost their minds. We got the demo. We said, for a demo, it's pretty good. It's not PT good, but it's pretty good. And then we got the actual game and go, wait, did we just play the demo, but a longer version of it?
It's a rough game. It's a rough game.
To be fair, Destiny did win Game of the Year in some places, I guess, on some websites. If it wasn't for their good multiplayer, nobody would have liked the game.
Matt, remember this: a paycheck gets you any award you want.
And remember
you're
this,
not wrong.
I think Shadow of Mordor, the spoiler alert, the game we're talking about next, I think it won a few more awards than Destiny did, Game of the Year award wise.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Destiny's ratings, and it has a lot of 3 and 4 stars. Shadow of Mordor has a lot of 5 stars.
Yeah,
Shadow of
it's
Mordor's
overall. I mean, it's overall just a better experience. Like I said, Destiny could have been something really great
If it had a story,
had Activision not stepped up and said, "Hey, we released all these Call of Duty games. It's just like that. Let's just release it." No, it's first off, it's not. Secondly, no.
What
Just
is
to
that?
give them time to make a story, it could have definitely broken records.
Well, there's a reason why Blizzard bought Activision. I'm just saying.
What is bananas to me between this and Destiny 2 is that first of all, this game does look fucking pretty. I'll give it that. But what's bananas to me is that the stuff, the game, like, stuff will get vaulted. Like, hey, you remember this? It's gone. You can never play it again. It's gone. Fuck you. It's gone. Which makes me wonder. And I don't think this will happen, but it does make me wonder. World of Warcraft, for the longest time, the biggest issue was people were like, I want vanilla. Give me vanilla. Please give me vanilla. I wonder if we eventually get back to where people are like, I want vanilla Destiny. Give me vanilla Destiny, god damn it.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen at some point. But my big thing with them is we have this cool technology in this game. You just saw it, where you're able to pull up your ghost, call in your little bike, and it materialize. Yet you have to go back to the Citadel to store your weapons and stuff, and then to get it back, you have to go back to said Citadel.
Didn't I post that in memes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So dumb.
It's so true, though.
I mean, I will say that, like, it looks great. It plays great. Like, I'm watching this and I'm like, man, this, like, these parts look fun. But then you remember, like, you get into it and you wonder, like, what am I doing all this for? What is my goal here? Like,
Wait,
when I was Master Chief, oh, I'm killing the Covenant because they're gonna glass the planet. Oh shit, I should probably do something.
in Destiny, you're just killing people.
Yeah.
No, in Destiny, you're just trying to get the highest light level you possibly can.
Wait.
That's the whole end game with Destiny.
This was made. Wait, this was produced by Activision, right?
Yeah.
And isn't Overwatch produced by Activision as well?
So Activision, yeah, that's Activision Blizzard.
Blizzard,
I think
same thing.
Activision had bought stake in Bungie at this point or owned them outright, which it's crazy to me that Bungie eventually got out. Well, now they're owned by Sony. It's a whole nother thing. But Bungie got out and took Destiny with them.
I think I'm starting to see a trend. So instead of them releasing, like, they're like, man, how can we get more people to come to our game that's kind of falling off? Instead of releasing DLC, let's just keep the same name, but slap a 2 next to it. It's the same game. It just has a 2 next to it.
I
They
bet
did it
you.
with Overwatch too.
I bet you. No, well,
Is that the trend
Overwatch.
with them?
The thing with Overwatch too. So, you can still. I think you can still play Destiny 1. Like, as much of it that's gotten
you.
vaulted. I think there's still some parts of Destiny 1 that are accessible, right?
Yeah, but Destiny 2 is better. Isn't
Destiny
it?
2 is better.
Might be.
And
will be the
I don't know
2020
though.
And I'd be willing to bet that team behind, not to make this Overwatch 2 talk, but I bet you Overwatch 2 people, like, I think that game was in development for a long time. Like, they probably just wanted to do some fixes to the outright game. And, like, they looked at, like, cost and they're like, hey, man, this isn't the esport we thought it was. We got to slap a 2 on this motherfucker. We got to get the people talking.
Hey, it's starting to be an Activision thing. Just, hey, man, a DLC ain't gonna cut it. We'll just release a whole new game, but it's the same game. There's just 2 on it.
Oh,
Hey.
while we're on the talk of money grabbing, I shit you not. Companies need to stop selling me DLC where that's $60 and it's not worth $60.
Whoa, what about games that are remade have already come out like 20 years ago that you spend $60 on still?
I don't
Resident
spend
Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Oh, shit, my bad.
So the difference between those, Matt, is there's at least an attempt to make a difference.
Finishing up the pack, we've got released on September 30th, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Middle-earth, yes, as in Lord of the Rings. I would argue the last good Lord of the Rings game.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought to myself, I said, "Wow, this looks like Lord of the Rings." I didn't know it was Lord of the Rings. I thought, like, damn, it looks pretty much like it. And
Nick, have you played Shadow of War?
Is that the sequel to this?
That's the sequel to this.
No, I've only played a little bit of this one. So for those who don't know, Shadow of Mordor is a third-person action game. If you kind of think of like an Assassin's Creed game or The Witcher,
I would
it's kind of got that vibe to
Batman.
it.
I would say think Batman meets basically Lord of the Rings. It's basically what it is. Except it does stick out in the greatest way possible in the Nemesis system.
Yes. So this is Monolith. These are the guys who did all the Fear games. The Nemesis system, and they actually, I think it's either them or Warner Brothers has this on lock, so no one else can do this. Nemesis system is, so like there are a bunch of orcs and they all have names. So like they're generals. Let's say you get killed by one. That becomes like your you have a list of enemies. I'm actually going to click around this video and see if I can find it on here. But if they kill you, they get rankings and they move up the rank. Like they move up the rankings and they become like your nemesis and stuff. Hence,
Or
the
you
Nemesis
kill
system.
them and they get destroyed and someone replaces them.
It's a really good system. It's a really fun system. They up the ante with Shadow of War. I really wish they would not lock this mode up or this system up. So other people, I want to see other iterations of it because there are none. Seriously, there are none.
I could. A Batman game would be cool with it.
So Monolith, their next game, the game they're working on right now is not the next, but a Wonder Woman game, which I think is slated for 23 or 24. So I would hope they have something in there with that. I could imagine maybe. But yeah, something in it, like something like Batman, or if it were available to everyone, like something like that in a Zelda game. Mwah.
That would be pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
And while we were talking about games we were comparing it to, there was some controversy about this game when it came out. How they were accused of using assets from Assassin's Creed 2. I don't think anything ever came of it. They said that they created all their stuff from scratch and they were confident in their originality. And then, Josh, did you ever hear about the whole YouTuber thing, like for the demo for this game?
Yeah, well, didn't they apparently pay a bunch of
They
YouTubers?
tried-
to,
yeah. They tried to
Yeah.
pay YouTubers to play the game and only talk positively about it.
That was a great time for games.
They didn't need to do that. It was a good game
No.
on its own.
I think it was more like they just wanted it just in case, but it's like, no, if you just introduce the Nemesis system, this game,
Yeah.
I mean, literally, just with that alone makes this game stand out.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, like the game, like it won this one Game of the Year from the Game Awards, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was still the Spike Awards or whatever at that point, but I'm pretty sure this won.
This
Let's see.
game. Oh,
Grab
there
it.
you
Oh,
go.
good.
This game sold 2.88 million copies on PlayStation alone.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, they mainly focused. So I know they focused mainly on PS4 and Xbox One, and I believe they ended up outsourcing for like it's kind of similar to what they did with Titanfall. They outsourced the 360 and PS3 version.
Yeah, just because they had someone go to that,
You said-
like, hey, we need a down-res version of this game,
Nick, you
That
saying
was-
about the DICE Awards?
huh?
Did you say something about the DICE Awards?
No, the Spike Awards.
Oh yeah, dude. This game was nominated and won a lot of awards from different like places. It's crazy. I'm looking at it right now.
So the game was released on PlayStation, or not, but on PC in October, and it sold 387,000 copies that month alone.
Well, and I
Yeah,
wonder
I
because stuff coming out of WB on the PC.
Yeah, it's been very dicey with them. It's been very dicey.
But 317,000. I mean, I think
Wait.
PC gaming wasn't as because Steam. When was Steam, Josh? Steam 2010,
2008.
2008. So like PC gaming was getting there. I don't think it's anywhere near what it is right now, though.
No, I think so. If I remember correctly, I think WB in general has a problem with PC releases. We saw it in Arkham Knight. We saw it in basically all the Arkham games. We saw it in just about all of the Middle Earth games. And I think there was one other game they had an issue. Hell, I even think
Did
Multiverses
Injustice
had issues.
Did Injustice or one of the Mortal Kombats have some issues?
It was Injustice, the first one.
They hire someone else to port it over, and it just ends up.
It's bad.
I remember hearing about, like, I had no interest in Arkham Knight when it came out in 2015, 2016. And I remember hearing about how bad the piece, like, it had broken the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Broken into the zeitgeist.
I don't want to get off topic. Steam was released in 2003.
Well, okay.
It was an actual client for third party in late 2005.
Either way, I mean, PC gaming still wasn't as big as it is currently. I mean,
I like
Consoles
corrections.
definitely built
I like having Mikey ready with the corrections during
Yeah,
the
I-
show. I love it.
Do you guys want a little fun tidbit? The first game released on Steam in 2004. Can you guess
Counter-Strike.
What it was?
Counter-Strike or Half-Life, one or the other.
Something,
It's
yeah,
Half-Life.
something,
Half-Life 2.
yeah, something from Valve, obviously.
That would make sense.
That was Q. That Q3 was a lot stronger than I was got. Yeah, can't talk. That Q3 was a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be, you guys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not a doubt in
To
my
be
mind.
fair,
about
one of
that.
those games wasn't even a game; it was a demo. To be fair,
To be fair, what do you say that we break into what I think is the most controversial news we've ever had?
Let's go into it.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news. All right, Josh, lead us through the news.
All right, we'll start in August. August 7th, Activision revived the brand of Sierra Entertainment. Nothing really cool there. I mean, they do like a lot of the online stuff. I mean, they have like poker stuff and all. Nothing too spectacular, but that's just one of the things that happened. August 11th, Electronic Arts launched a subscription video game service called EA Access for the Xbox One.
scam.
I was an early adapter for EA Access. I thought it
was
was
too.
great. I thought it was great because they had like stuff in their EA vault that like, hey, fuck, nobody wants to play. Nobody wants this. Go ahead, play it. They had enough like big like franchises that it was like worth it at the time. And then they'd even be like, oh, our new releases? You want to play the new Madden? We'll give you 10 hours. Here you go, bud.
10 hours, and you get it early.
And you get it early. this was the precursor to Game Pass. Like I'm not a simp for Game Pass, but I really like Game Pass, and I really liked EA Access back in the day because I wasn't trying to buy every game.
Moving on, but yeah, really, EA Access I thought was really good when it first came out. Now I'm like, is EA Access even a thing anymore? Honestly,
It is because Game Pass has some EA games, and what they make you do, it's kind of like when you buy an EA game on Steam, they make you download Origin. So like Mass Effect, like I think the Mass Effect collection is on Game Pass, but the catch is it's through EA, the EA Pass.
Dude, there's a scam.
That's a
There's
scam.
nothing
Yeah.
worth. There's nothing worth from EA anymore. They just lost FIFA. They're gonna lose more. I guarantee it.
They lost the name FIFA. They can still do a soccer game.
It's not gonna be good. They can't even make the World Cup anymore.
Pez 23, baby.
Moving on, August 25th, Twitch was acquired by Amazon for $970 million.
Were they still Justin TV at that time?
I think so.
970
Now
million.
look
That's
at it. Now you can stream in a hot tub with your titties hanging out.
and hey, now I can subscribe to somebody for free because I'm an
It's not even a
Amazon Prime
gaming
holder.
platform anymore. It's a softcore porn website.
I mean, if you're looking at that, yeah.
That's if you go to half the games, there's always at least one person there doing it, and they're one of the top people. Because you have these 12-year-old kids who are like, man, my Pornhub's blocked, but I can get on Twitch and just go look at some titties on there.
Well, I think Mikey doesn't say too many words, but you say titties and Pornhub. Mikey's like, ow, who said what now? I'm here for the show. I think Twitch is what you make of it. You can find some good stuff on there. I will say it is annoying when you hop on a streamer and you're like, oh, I wonder what this is. And it's just the chat. Like the chat is just people like vying for that person's attention. You're like, guys, just watch it. You don't have to be thirsty.
I love some of the more of the quirky stuff that happens, like the couch talks almost, where the people dress up like really weird and they're doing stupid stuff. Like I don't know what the appeal is, but at the same time, I can't look away because it's like a train wreck. It never happens, so you have to watch it.
I love awkward interactions. I love it when I love it when stuff goes wrong. YouTube was built off of stuff going wrong. Twitch was just like, hey, what if stuff went wrong live?
Only reason I've kind of fallen off with Twitch is a lot of people I grew up watching are now like some of your bigger people, and the only way to get interactions with them is if you donate your money to them. They don't even care about their chat box.
Yeah,
They will only interact if you send them like $10. I'm like, dude, I don't like you anymore. You've sold out.
That does feel like the truest definition of it, because they probably came up off of chat, right? Like they were playing a game and like had those few people that they were chatting with, and then like everybody, it's kind of like when like you have a friend in high school and they get popular and they're like, Matt Kaufman, I don't hang out with that bitch.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I feel like it just. I mean, it's like anything nowadays. You get big, you're gonna want to act big if you are big. There's nobody being humble nowadays.
No, it's all about if you can make it a full-time job. Yeah, I got to worry about paying bills. Pay me, give me some money, and then I'll talk to you.
I mean, look at a lot of the people that are getting popular nowadays. They just act stupid, and people think it's funny, and that's how they get popular. They just do stupid things, and people love it. And they're not even their content's not even that great.
Yeah, I hate that meta. I hate that meta of it. Just like you can't get big playing games anymore, which is totally fine. Like there's going to be a bubble. It's going to burst. But like, yeah, just the weird gonzo type stuff. Like it's not for me. I just want to watch someone get their ass spanked at Age of Empires and, low stakes.
As far as Mikey didn't have anything to say about Twitch.
No. I show streams dumb.
Mikey does hot tub streams. That's why he's not saying anything.
All these dumb people that don't deserve all these endorsement deals are getting them just because
it's not my money, and it doesn't affect me none.
Just remember, everybody does Grammarly. Everybody does what's that one mobile game everybody talks about?
Raid Shadow Legend.
Yeah, Raid Shadow.
Raid.
Yeah.
That our streets brought to you by Raid Shadow Legend.
Moving on.
Give it time.
August 28th, the Gamergate controversy came to public attention due to the introduction of the Gamergate hashtag.
And that's
I don't know what that is.
all we're going to say about Gamergate, because we don't need to get into it. Gamergate is just this disgusting time.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah, you go and Google it, Matt. We're going to leave it like that.
Go Google
August...
Gamergate. We're not talking about Gamergate. We're
Nope,
just
we're moving
mentioning
on.
it, and we're moving on.
August 29th, Nintendo announces the new Nintendo 3DS XL.
I had one of those. They were cool as hell.
It was. I wish I kept mine.
They were huge. They were huge.
Moving on, September 18th through the 21st, Tokyo Game Show 2014 at the Mugahari Messe in Tokyo.
Any big announcements there?
Not really. I mean, it's nothing spectacular. It's just the same shit as usual. Nothing, stuck out. So,
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Should
Totally
leave
fine.
that as there.
2014 was a slower year.
It was a very slow year. September 27th, Naughty Dog celebrated its 30th anniversary.
It means they're getting ready to turn
Ooh.
40 here in a few years. Dear God. Dear
Yeah.
God. Son of a bitch.
And that is the news.
That is the news. So Jake is not here, but we do have a meme. That's right. It's meme time.
Can we have one of the new boys give us a meme call?
Or can I just go meow me?
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Either way works.
Me.
Time. So I pulled this one for Five Nights at Freddy's just because I love SpongeBob memes. This is Squidward, who tries to kill a night guard at 3 a.m. And it's is that Fozzie Bear?
Fozzie Bear, yeah.
It's Fozzie Bear waking up. Oh boy, 3 a.m. It's a good meme. It's a good meme. Jake would be proud.
Word.
All right, we got guys, Mikey and Matt. So Matt did a speed cap the other week. Mikey, you're going to do the next speed cap, but we're going to have a contest today between you and Matt to see who chooses the game that you're speed capping.
All right.
So I picked, I have 5 questions here about the Xbox One since we're within the first year of its release. So 5 questions. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to ask the question. You're going to give me the answers one at a time. So like for the first question, Mikey will go first and then Matt will go. Second question, Matt will go first and then Mikey will go, so forth and so on. Okay.
Yep.
And you can both give me the same answer. That's totally fine. These are not multiple choice. Person with the most points after these 5 questions picks the game that you are speed capping next week from the 5 games that we talked about today. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Are you gentlemen ready?
Yep.
Ready.
All right. Good luck, you sons of bitches. All right. First question. Mikey, you'll answer first. What was the name of the sensor for the Xbox One?
The Connect.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Matt, what's your answer?
I'm gonna go with the Connect as well.
All right. You are both wrong. It was the Connect 2.0.
Oh my fucking god, we're being that specific. Okay. That's half
Knows
point.
I'm
Half
indirect.
point. Half point.
All right. Number two. What was the first Halo released for the Xbox One? Matt, you first.
I'm pretty sure it was Halo 4. No, it's Halo 5. Halo 5.
Yeah,
Mikey?
it's 100% Halo 5.
You are both wrong again. It
It's
was
not Halo
Halo's,
ODS.
It was Halo Spartan Assault that came out right before the
that-
Master Chief Collection.
That dog shit game. Oh my god.
I was
Alright,
saying, I know it's not
counts.
ODST, but
You know how much time I played? I could probably count the amount of minutes I played that game on my hand. I was like, oh, Halo. Oh, this game sucks. I'm done with it already.
Twin stick shooter, what'd you expect?
Still got the answer wrong, though. Mikey, you're first on this one. How many Gears of War games came out for the Xbox One over its lifespan?
3.
Matt?
Either copy it or go one up.
I'm gonna say 2.
The answer is 4. And you know what? I'm gonna give.
I told you to go up one.
Nick, may I?
Oh, you want to name them all?
I think I can name them all.
All right, go
Judgment Day 5.
Gears of War 4, Gears
Yep.
of War 5,
Yep.
Tactics,
Yep.
and the remake of 1.
Yep.
Knew it.
They remade 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they remade 1.
Yeah, for the
Nobody gets a point there. Nobody gets a
yeah,
point.
nobody.
They don't get-
I was gonna give Mikey a point since he was closer, but fuck it.
got it wrong.
Tied at 0.
Price is Right rules. Come on.
All right.
Price is
So-
wrong, bitch.
The audio I'm getting ready to play, you'll hear it on the podcast. You guys may have to like listen up because it's gonna come through my headphones or my speaker here. This song played on a popular game that all of us in this room played on the Xbox One. What is the name of this game? Matt, you'll answer first.
Okay, but
Matt,
That's the same game.
before I answer, Mikey, do you have any idea?
I have a guess, but
Dude, I have nothing. Can I like a genre or something? So I have like I'm swinging in the dark here.
I'll give you guys a hint. Think handball. Mustache cops. Breakfast.
Is this like a small was this a small game or is this like a really popular game?
This was a small game. We all played
The
this.
fact that Josh has his head tilted right now, I feel
Yeah, I
better
don't
about
know.
not knowing what this is. I feel a lot better.
All right, I'm
Susie's
gonna
gonna say
need
it's
a
like an
guess
idiot.
from both of you.
Can you give us like a really good hint?
this is
Whoever-
pay
okay,
two.
time out. This can be whoever throws out the first answer, and if Mikey says the answer and it's the right one, he gets it. I don't get it. And just give us a really good hint that should.
Payday 2. You said handball. I don't give a handball is.
It's handball, motherfucker.
I've never played a handball game in my life on Xbox. Unless you're talking about like a Halo 3.
Are you guys both not answering this one?
I couldn't even give you an answer.
Mustache cops and breakfast?
Yes.
Mikey's typing. Just fucking give us the answer.
You are both disqualified from this question. The answer is IDARB.
I never played that game in my life.
You guys
I remember IDARB.
bullshit.
spell
We
that?
all played IDARB. We all played
did.
IDARB.
We all played IDARB.
And you know what bullshit? You know how much bullshit this game is? I was looking for it on Steam because I was gonna buy it for everybody. That shit's only available on the fucking Microsoft store.
Wait, is this the game? It's kind of like Pong.
Well, no, it's like you're like 2D where you basically bounce around. You can kick the ball. You can make each other explode, basically.
Yeah.
Competitive couch multiplayer game for up to 8 players.
Oh, so much fun. So much fun.
I totally forgot Nick.
Inspired by games like Bomberman, Smash Bros, and NBA Jam.
So much
Yeah,
fun.
basically, yeah.
I don't remember this game at all.
We
All right.
all played it. I promise you.
Guys, this shit is heated at 0-0 going into the last question. We're gonna have to come up with some tiebreaker questions if you guys do not get this. I think this one is a fucking softball pitch. We'll find out. Mikey, yeah, this is number 5, so Mikey will answer first. This fighter series was revived for the launch of the Xbox One. What?
Tekken. I don't know. Probably Mortal Kombat.
Matt, what's your answer?
Oh my god, what am? Hold on, Josh. What was that one fighter we used to play in the GameCube all the time?
It's not that one.
I'm gonna go with Tekken then, just in case Mikey got it right.
God, you're both so dumb. It was Killer
hurts.
Instinct.
It hurts.
Dude, I don't know.
fuck, you're right. I do remember that now.
All right.
I shot the dark.
So I've
Hey,
already decided on tiebreaker. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hold on, before you go any further, you want to see how much time I played Killer Instinct? I put it in minutes in hand.
You still got it wrong, motherfucker. You still got it wrong.
Never
All right.
played it.
All right.
What does that look
So
like?
here's how we're gonna break this tie. It's sudden death. Matt's gonna go first, and then Mikey, and then we're gonna keep going until one of you cannot name a Halo that came out for the Xbox One.
Wait. Oh no.
So basically, each of you needs to name a Halo. So Matt, if this were like the first Xbox, Matt would say Halo Combat Evolved. Mikey would say Halo 2, and then that would be it because that was it for. But we're gonna keep going until one of you cannot name a Halo that came out for the Xbox One. Do you understand the rules?
Yep.
Last one to name one is the winner. All right, Matt, go ahead. Take it away.
Well, Spartan Assault.
Yep.
Halo 5.
I'm gonna need the full name, please.
Okay. Master Chief Collection.
Halo Infinite.
Halo Wars 2.
Halo 4.
I am sorry, Matt. That is not correct. Halo 4 was part of the Master Chief Collection. It
I
did not.
started. Mikey's got to get one right.
Huh?
We're tied right now. Mikey's got to get one right.
No, Nick's the last
I
one.
said I said we're gonna keep going until somebody as soon as you miss, you lose.
One less say than me just because I got it wrong.
All right. You know, what? Come on, Mikey, give me one.
Is there another one though?
Yeah, there is.
It's like 3 more, I'm pretty sure.
The one that you couldn't name the fucking subtitle for.
Oh, Halo 5? I don't know what the fucking name is. Probably like I can't think of it. Matt can get it. He can win it.
That's
This hurts
crazy.
my head. This hurts my head.
Hey, once again, Josh, you know how much time I played Halo in minutes on my hand?
Hold
Halo
on,
Four-
That's
Hold on,
bullshit, man.
Jake,
You
Jake.
played-
Halo 5? I never played
Okay,
Halo 5.
that's
Is
fair, 'cause I have about that much time in there
Jake
too.
played it. I just remember he had like custom classes on that one. It's like Halo, like heroic. I don't even know. It's not heroic.
Damn, y'all
I
are
thought it'd be
killing me.
Infinite Warfare. No, not
What-
Infinite Warfare.
Wasn't Halo Combat Evolved on the Xbox One?
No.
Yeah, no, that was you're talking about the remaster. No, that was 360,
The remaster was 360, and then the
was
remaster
it?
was put into the Master Chief Collection.
and then they remastered 2 into the Master Chief Collection.
Mikey called Halo 5, so we're giving it to fucking Mikey. Y'all
What's it
need to
called?
read
Hey,
fucking
once
Wikipedia
again, I'm going to
page.
go back into it and say, you
said
can tell that
Guardian?
we didn't get to play very
Halo
many
5
games. back then.
Guardians.
We played
Oh.
the games that we wanted to play, not the games that everyone was going crazy for because it was just so big.
No, if you still like Call of Duty, that'd probably be like a stalemate. So
Welcome to
it's
the
a fair-
podcast,
it's a fair
motherfucker.
what do I see?
Mikey, what game are you speed capping next week?
Oh, what game am I speed capping?
Of the 5 games we talked about today, which one are you speed capping?
Oh, I'll give the speed cap one of them.
Yep.
Yes, you get to pick.
I'll do Destiny.
Jesus Christ! You picked the one game that literally does not have a story.
So fucking hard. Why are you doing this to everybody? God damn you.
Hey,
to be fair, that's
nose
smart.
goes on making it. Nose goes on making it at that point.
Fuck
making
me. Fuck me,
Well, to
right?
be fair, that was a good strategy. Mikey did a good job picking that one.
It was the fuck you for my quiz. I get it.
Wait. Should I just pick a real one? I can. talk
No,
about?
no, you're doing Destiny.
No, I need to fucking make a quiz
Wait,
for
you guys. Wait, is it?
Oh,
Don't I
you're
talk about the? Don't talk about the campaign though, and then it doesn't have a campaign.
It
Yeah,
has
you
a
basically
very-
have to sum up. You have
well,
to sum
Nick
up the
can-
lore.
Nick can literally pick things from the lore, so you better fucking you better watch your 5-hour long Destiny video.
As long as
Or
you got to know your shit, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna
Oh my
quiz
God.
Josh and Nick next week, and so I could stub your asses on questions that you shouldn't know. I'm gonna find a game that I know you didn't play,
I'm
just
gonna
to make you feel fucking stupid for 10 minutes.
Well, fucking
Just
Matt.
do Call of Duty. Just do
Hold on,
Call of Duty gun
hold on.
sounds.
So to make my feel better, Nick, what game did I not do very well with the quiz? What game was that?
there are a couple.
There was one that I actually had to come back and do an apology for because I didn't prepare for it.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's one of the Blizzard games.
Oh, was it StarCraft?
They have StarCraft 2. Matt, it did so bad on that, I had to come back with an apology. All right.
Matt's fucking making a quiz right now.
We should be canceled. The fact that me and Mikey didn't even know what all the Halos that came out, even though most of the Halos that came out on Xbox One were not very good.
You guys didn't know. You guys didn't know any of those answers, and it's okay.
Let's be honest right now. You
Second
guys
X
don't have
answer
any
is
excuse
bullshit.
because these are all. You guys owned Xbox One. Matt, you still own one, don't you?
Hold on, what came out first? Sorry, not Xbox. Halo 5 was Halo 5 out before the Master Chief Collection?
Master
Master
Chief
Chief
Collection
came
came out first, before 5, but Spartan Assault came out before Master Chief Collection.
I think
Yeah,
they're
'cause
selling
Spartan
the
Assault was
Master
for
Chief.
2 of both 360 and Halo or Xbox One.
Weren't they doing the bundle with Master Chief Collection? with
Probably.
Xbox
I was
One?
on a 360 still while you were on your Xbox One, Josh, and then I think I sold my 360 to start PC gaming. I don't think I had a PC a Xbox again until like 2016.
You still had one.
Well,
Yeah, we're in
Second X
2014.
whatever
I'm out
you
about
guys both, it's okay. You both tried your hardest, and that's all that matters, really.
Oh, I don't care. I don't
Fair.
know you want from me.
Well, hey
Q3.
everybody, that's 2014 Q3. As always, you can find me on Twitter at That Kaufman. You can also find me on Twitch at Nick Fat Night. Same for YouTube, Nick Fat Night. I actually was streaming Tunic the other day. I forgot to mention that at the top of the show. Probably going to finish that up on stream. So find me over there. Mikey, where can the people find you?
Don't find me anywhere. On
Don't-
to the next bozo.
Don't find Mikey anywhere. Matt, where can the people find you?
MC Squared on Twitter and now our Discord.
Our Discord, yes. We'll get back to that. Josh, where can the people find you?
You can find me on our Reddit community.
God damn it, you guys. That was supposed to be my segue. Yes, Smashing Game Time. You can find us anywhere. Now, also, we have a Discord server. Check the show notes for the link to get into that. We are all there. We also have a subreddit community. I think that is still a work in progress, right?
I'm still working on it, but we actually have our first I can't talk today. First post up already, asking what everybody's opinion for the best action adventure game for the awards.
For the Game Awards?
For the Game Awards, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we got to check back in on that in a few weeks. As always, everyone, we are a Trident Network podcast. Check out our siblings. Rate and review us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you to Alex Marvin Clark for Hunt Him Down, our intro and outro song. This has been Smashing Game Time. We hope you all had a smashing great time, and we'll see everybody next time.